Happy 4th of July, everyone. And for this video, I decided to go red, white, and blue for you, mix it up a little bit. And today I want to talk a little bit about what's going on here in the Boise housing market. The one big beautiful bill just passed. Trump is trying to pressure the Fed to get 1% interest rates. So we're going to dive into what does all that mean for you if you're looking to buy or sell a home here in the Boise, Idaho area. Hey everyone, my name is Curtis Chisholm, local real estate agent, helping you buy and sell homes. And so let's talk first about what's going on in the housing market, then we'll get into the one big beautiful bill, and then what happens if the Fed goes to 1%. Now the latest data that we have is for May of 2025. We should have June 2025 coming out in a couple weeks, but the median housing prices for Ada County, which is Boise, Meridian, Eagle, Kuna, hit $585,000. That is a complete full recovery of housing prices, which peaked in May of 2022. So we did have a 20% dip from May of 2022 through March of 2023. And now we have fully recovered. 3 years later, it took to fall down and climb back up. So for everyone waiting for that housing crash, guess what? We had the correction. We're now fully recovered. If you've been waiting, unfortunately, you're now buying at the same prices as the peak from 3 years ago and at interest rates that are now right around 6.5% instead of 2.5%. So that is why the housing market, even though prices are higher, the housing market is still relatively soft. That being said, average days on market for Ada County for resale homes is just 23 days right now. When you combine new construction homes, you're looking at about 56 days overall. New construction homes just simply take longer because of the time they take to build. And so even though it's softer, houses are selling, but the big thing is if they're priced correctly. If your home is overpriced, it will sit on the market, and unfortunately, you don't know where the bottom floor is when you hit that final price to actually sell the house. Any house will sell at the right price, but it's best to underprice, get a bidding war, and drive the price back up. So homes that are well priced are selling in the first weekend or the following weekend. Homes that are overpriced are sitting on the market for quite a long time. Now over in Canyon County, home prices for a median home price hit $410,000. So you can see there's quite a big spread between Ada County and Canyon County, which is why a lot of people move to Canyon, which is Nampa, Caldwell, Middleton, for more affordability. $410,000 haven't quite fully recovered from the peak back in May of 2022. The peak in May of 2022 was $425,000. So we're off by about $15,000. Average days on market is about 26 days for resale homes. Again, once you combine new construction, we're closer to that 56-day mark as well. Both counties have roughly 3 months supply of inventory. For resale home, it's a little bit less. It's about 2.6 months supply of inventory. What that just means is that if we were to not put another home on the market and sell through it all, how long would it take to sell through? 3 months is a pretty balanced market. So that's what I tell folks. We're basically in a balanced market favoring buyers, because if the home's overpriced, it's going to sit. If it's a seller's market with super low inventory, I mean like a month or less, it doesn't really matter where it's priced at, it's going to sell. Now, really quickly, the one big beautiful bill just passed the House today when I'm recording this, which is July 3rd. So a lot remains to be seen as far as what exactly is going to happen here. Just briefly looking at it, looks like there's a lot of tax benefits in there, especially for the middle class. There should be some pretty nice tax savings coming along, especially if you have children in school. There's increased child tax credits. If you homeschool, there's some $5,000 tax credits that are coming out. Increased SALT deduction, which is the state and local income taxes. That went from $10,000 to $40,000, it looks like. So a lot of benefits here that are going to probably start infusing some more money in the economy and start kickstarting things, which will probably spur on house price growth as well and more buying activity. Now, the final thing to address is Trump is really trying to pressure Jerome Powell right now to drop the Fed reserve rate to 1%. Now, what would happen if it goes to 1%? Well, first off, you need to know the Fed rate does not directly correspond to mortgage prices. In fact, back in, I think it was September of 2024, the Fed actually did cut rates by about 1%, and mortgage rates actually went up by 1%. You have to understand that mortgage rates are really driven by the bond market. And if rates are dropping, actually it can trigger and spook the bond traders, because now it looks like we're heading to a recession. So it just kind of remains to be seen if the Fed cuts rates what will really happen in terms of mortgage prices. Now, it looks like most likely that will spur on a lot of job growth, which could cause inflation, but I think that mortgage rates could actually come down if they do cut rates. Again, that's going to spur on more buying frenzy. I think we're in a nice little sweet spot right now of a balanced market for buyers. If you're looking to buy, I think you've got maybe a couple months to buy. You might even have up to a year to buy before housing prices really start to accelerate. But that's where we're at right now. If you're looking to buy or sell a home, all you got to do is reach out to me via phone, text, or email. Love to help you out. Happy 4th of July and happy 249th anniversary to the United States of America.